Here he is, Josh Reckless.
I left my merce over there if you want to look at it. I just was going to introduce my video. I guess there was a little misunderstanding when you asked me to do this. I thought it was an environmental theme night, so I thought there might be some environmental comedy of some sort. Apparently not. So I could have written jokes and stuff, but I didn't think that would be appropriate, and now I don't have time to write jokes. And also I was getting ready from Yom Kippur and everything. It's very hard to write environmental comedy. So I just thought I should do something to educate you all, because, you know, there's not often a crowd that's interested in the environment, and it's important to use these times for educational purposes. But like I said, I was preparing for Shabbat and Yom Kippur, and so I just grabbed an old project I did when I was a kid, because I was a very smart child, and I cared about the environment back then. I haven't looked at this since I was 10, but I remember I did a project explaining the recycling symbols in grade 10, so I thought maybe I could just read this for you all, and that would sort of serve as my contribution before I introduce the video. So my project was to explain all these symbols that you see on bottles and stuff, because, you know, what do these things mean? What does Pete mean? What does number 1 mean? What are these arrows? Probably nobody knows. So I wrote down on the back of the numbers what they mean. And this is little Josh's project from when I was 10. Number 1 is made from peat, which is short for polyethylene terephthalate. The symbol number 1 is found on things like soft drink and water bottles, and also mouthwash bottles. It is commonly recycled in most places, which is good for the environment. Number 1 is also good for the environment because it's on bottles, and if you keep a bottle beside your bed and you don't want to get up to pee at night, you can pee into the bottle. This saves energy because you don't have to turn the light on. And it saves water because you don't have to flush the toilet. That's also why it says Pete, which sounds like pee. And penis. Peter is another word for penis. Okay, wait. I'll just skip number 1. I think you get the idea. Number 2. Number 2 says HDPE. This stands for high-density polyethylene. It's on milk jugs, detergent jugs, and motor oil jugs. It's good for the environment because jugs are big, so if you don't want to get out of bed at night, you can do number 2 in them. But the bottle opening is small, so you have to squeeze it into the bottle hole by making an HDPE, high-density poo emission. It's easy to remember that number 2 is on jugs because jugs are boobies, and ladies have 2 boobies. Like Mrs. Goldberg next door. Okay. I don't remember what I got on this assignment, but I think it got better. Number 3 is things like shampoo bottles and medical equipment. It's made from PVC. That's why there's PVC under it. PVC is great because Mrs. Goldberg wears a PVC outfit when she plays with Mr. Goldberg, and I can see them through the window of their bedroom. And number 3 is like the threesomes they do. Okay. No. We're all learning something here tonight. Number 4 is dry cleaner bags and shopping bags. LDPE is low-density polyethylene. I like shopping bags because if you fill them with hot air, you can use them as balloons to fly into the sky. Oh, see, that's beautiful. Little Josh was I want to fly into the sky so I can see into Mrs. Goldberg's window better. Let's just burn through these. Number 5, PP, ketchup bottles and straws, stands for polypropylene, and it says PP. Because Mrs. Goldberg, you can remember this. I remember when I was 5, I made a pee-pee into a ketchup bottle and drank it with a straw, so my mom wouldn't know I'd peed into a... Number 6 is polystyrene, styrofoam is white, 6 rhymes with sex, sex gets white, stuff everywhere. And number 7 is everything else, so it says other, which reminds us all to help each other to save the world. And there are 7 days of the week and we should recycle every day. So that's sweet. So generally that was a shitty project, but it ended sweet, but it was generally crap. So I think to clear my name, I just want to show you that I'm not a complete pervert. I just want to, get that out there. I grew up to be all right, because I'm working with children to teach them about the environment. And kids today, you got to put stuff into cool music for them, so they'll remember things like Justin Bieber or whatever. But and I've heard that the hottest musician today is a man named Lady Gaga. And this person has a song called Paparazzi, and goes like, I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me, paparazzi, promise I'll be kind, I won't stop until... So that's how it goes, but I rewrote the lyrics so that kids will, remember it and think it's cool to recycle. This is a little something I'm working on. I'm your empty can, I'll frown at you if you just toss me. I'm your pop can blue box me. Baby, there's no other recycling as fun as I'll be. Your pop can blue box me. And then we get to the chorus. When you recycle me, it saves enough power for 3 hours of TV. It's a good lesson. Baby, if you want proof, ask someone so smart it's spooky, like David Suzuki. And then I thought, well, I've got to keep really current. I've got to do the #1 song today, which apparently is a man named Beyonce, and it's Single Ladies. Very hot right now. You might not even have heard it yet. It's just out yesterday, I think. And it goes something like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like... And it just says that over and over. So I rewrote that section, because putting a ring on it, sometimes you have to show kids, no, don't put a ring on it, because rings are bad. Because mining is bad for the environment and stuff, so you don't want them just putting rings on things. So this says, if you like Earth, then you shouldn't put a ring on it, because mining gold and diamonds treats the Earth like shit. If God saw what you're doing, he would have a fit. So instead, give an organic cotton oven mitt, and that way, the woman will cook for you. Which is better for the environment, I think, because, I don't know, takeout containers or something. So that was crap too. So you might think, well, I'm not going to propose to somebody in an environmental way because that wasn't good. But I don't want you to be left with that. So I want to show you how it's done. I have a video of a proposal I did because I think it's important for environmentalists to breed so that, we'll have... It's like when Jewish people breed together. It's good, otherwise the Jews disappear. So we want to keep the environmentalists together. So I made a little proposal for Laurie David. She produced the movie An Inconvenient Truth. When I heard that, I was like, wow, she sounds hot. And then I saw her, I'm like, she is hot. And then I heard that she was married to Larry David, who's from Curb Your Enthusiasm. And he's like a bald, neurotic Jewish comedian. And I thought, okay, well, I've got a chance with her if she likes that type of guy. He's a billionaire, blah, blah, but, maybe I'll have a chance if I ever get rich. And then I heard they were getting divorced. I'm like, okay, this is my chance. I've got to do something. And I didn't really know how to reach her, so I thought I'd put it on YouTube. So this is the video I made for her, so maybe this will be a lesson for you on how to propose to famous environmentalists that are married to famous comedians or something.
Oh, yeah!
What's up, Laurie David? This is Josh Rackless in the house. The greenhouse. Well, not actually a greenhouse. I just mean...